Hey, buddy. Are you a good boy? Okay, that's live. So let's give the people what they really want, a countdown timer.
Songs on the guitar.
I know, Champy. Oh, that's not good. Now the monitor's all crooked. Oh my God, I gotta tell you, people, if you think this is easy, running a $25 million TV studio, trying to make it look like a piece of shit home office. This is all. There are 17 people working hard to make it look like it's this unprofessional. And I think we pull it off. I really do. I really think this looks like garbage video production. You know what I'm saying? I'm a virtuoso musician, and I make it sound like this. Wait, hang on. Corey Sandler Pottery posted her first video to Red Note today. So did I, Corey. I posted. Oh, that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about. Did I have that? I got it. Okay. Yeah, I did a new version of Quantum Cipher from the images we made last night. And yeah, I did that too. My very first video. And I put I'm a TikTok refugee. Give me some love. But I don't think anyone's seen it yet. Okay, Champy. Champy, you want to sing? Sitting in this lonely town, yeah, wonder when things are gonna change. Dream my life away. Seems these dreams have turned to a bunch of dust clouds. Get my nerve up, but my past is pulling me down. Wondering how long this black sheep gonna stick around. Somebody told me once before, he said you can never go home again once you leave. Santa thinks to steer me away, yeah, from the truth of who I am and what I believe. So thank you for his 2 cents with a handshake and some sympathy, yeah. Packed up my blue jeans and headed for this big prize of my freedom. Bye-bye, black sheep, to the black sheep of the family. Yeah. Bye-bye. Oh, it means so very much to me. Yeah. Bye-bye, black sheep, to my friends and my family. Yeah. Champy, are we singing? Bye-bye. Going off and set my soul, set it free. Oh, good Lord, God, people. How is everybody? What is happening? Happy Thursday night. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. You can make money with ChatGPT. I don't know if you knew this. There's a lot of people telling you can make money with ChatGPT. I'm starting to believe it's true. I haven't done it yet. My audio didn't sync. I edited in the TikTok app. Vicky Baptiste is in and out. She's working on a website. She'll be back in. If you're new here, my name's Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. We've got some folks on the TikTok. We got some folks on the, what is this? On the YouTube. We got some people on the LinkedIn. We got some other people on the, what do they call that? The X. You know, it's funny. Some people are going to tell me, well, this is obvious and everybody knows it. They used to call the X the Twitter. And you used to tweet over there. You didn't post, you tweeted. The other thing you did? You did hashtags. They taught us for 20 years. You got to use your hashtags. And then one day Elon Musk is like, yeah, I don't like hashtags. I don't like how they look. Don't do that anymore. So now, because I'm old, fat, and cognitively challenged, I still put hashtags and shit because I'm like, well, it can't hurt. It hurts. No one sees my shit. So don't use hashtags. All you people that think it's still called Twitter, fucking weirdos. You got to get with the new times. I think that's what this channel's about. Getting with the new times. We don't use hashtags on Twitter anymore. Lori K, I know. No, we don't. I got reprimanded today from the woman that heads up the Luma Labs creator program. I'm like, nobody's seeing the cool video I put out. And she's like, you used hashtags, you big dumb dummy. I thought that was a little much. I didn't think she needed to call me names. But she's right. I'm rotund. And I'm a bit of a dummy. She's not wrong. This is why it hurts. You understand. All right. Can't see tone in text. She didn't call me a big dumb dummy. Old, fat, and cognitively challenged is going to be my next band name. Exactly. Like there's no like. Why try to deny it? We're old people. If you're a Gen Xer, it's getting to be time. It's getting to be time. If you're afraid of doing shit, it's time to knock that shit off. I didn't go to school. I don't have an education. I didn't buy the band. You gotta knock that shit off and get AI curious, AI adventurous. It will free you. It will set you free, my brethren. Hallelujah. Does Satan wear a suit and tie? Does he work at the Dairy Queen? Does he listen to rock and roll? Does he feed the mean? Singing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. What about Jesus? Didn't he tune his guitar occasionally? What about Jesus? Didn't he do it too? Yeah. Hang out with the prostitutes, have a drink or two. Power of example, my mama said it, and I heard. She said 1 ounce of action beats a ton of words. Singing hallelujah. Mama said there would be angels, hallelujah. Mama said that would be sun, yeah. Okay, so here's the closest I get to religion. If you're telling yourself stories like you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not talented enough, you're not skilled enough, knock that shit off. You know what's funny? I think it was David Shapiro. Oh, by the way, David Shapiro unblocked me, so I assume that someone on this channel said something to him. He didn't say anything to me. I just was not blocked. I was blocked for 2 days, and now I'm unblocked. So if any of you did that, thank you. And if any of you didn't, and he just unblocked me because he realized, oh my goodness, this is a supporter I've blocked. Someone posted today on X that like what they were really upset about with AI getting smarter was that AI was going to be smarter than them, and that felt like it made them feel less than. And I think this is something we're going to all have to confront. I sort of went through mine with when O1 Preview came out. I realized that I didn't know how to ask it to do shit. I think David set up an autoresponder bot on X. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, wait. Okay, smash that like button. Oh, you know what, Vicky? You keep doing this thing, and I keep forgetting to put it up here on screen. So, yes, thank you for doing that. And then I will try to look over here and do it. Anyway, this guy was basically talking about, what do we do when the machines are smarter than us? And Shapiro's response to it, and I've seen him write this before, but I think it's the first time it really registered with me, is in the industrial age, we replaced our muscles and our horses' muscles with machines. And those machines got significantly stronger than we did, right? We've got tractors and, dump trucks that can haul, hundreds, thousands of tons and can lift crazy amounts of things. We've got cranes and we've got, all this stuff. And yeah, there are some places where muscles are good, but we also have machines that are significantly better than we are. And that was a reckoning, right? We went through that process of that transition, but it's so far in the past now that it's like, well, yeah, we have machines. Well, AI is that for your brain. Like, how cool is it that we have the cognitive equivalent of a backhoe that can just fucking reach out into the knowledge base, scrape up a bunch of knowledge and drop it in a pile on your lap. So if you've got in your head this idea that you're not enough, you're not smart enough, you're not educated enough, you're not talented enough, fuck it. Fuck that. Lean into this stuff and lean into it like, what if I could do anything? And especially if you're like my age, 59, I'll be 60 in May. 60 fucking years old. You think that sounds fun? I mean, I'm glad to be here. So that's that. So first thing is, if you're new here and you're kind of on the sidelines with AI, this is the wrong time to be a skeptic. This is the wrong time to let fear lead you. Right now, there's a couple of things I think are critical. One is community. I think you need to get your ass in a community with people that are AI optimists and AI adventurers. That's one. There's a handful of them out there that I think are good. I think I'm biased. I think the Salon is one of the best. If you go to the Salon.ai and click on the button that says join our community, you go in there and there's a bunch of people in there that are really smart and really good at this AI stuff. And they're also humble and generous and empathetic. And they're starting to do some really remarkable things. So go do that. Go join that. It doesn't cost anything. All right. So we're like ants milking an AI aphid. We are. It's exactly what it's like. It's exactly what it's like. There are also some folks like me that do 2 things. Yeah. And there's going to be some folks that like you that do 10 things. I mean, I am right now, I'm running Storyvine. I'm running the AI Salon. I do these TikTok channels. I'm in the middle of writing a musical. In between that, I take shit that I do in here and I turn it into little sub projects, side projects. I'm Chief Generative Officer of Content Evolution. We're putting together offerings, and I've written 2 books in the past 6 months. It's like, now I'm a particular kind of guy. Like when I put my mind to something, I'm just like, fuck it, we're going. So if you've got some of that drive in you, if you've got some of that adventure in you, now's the time to do it. I wanted to do something tonight. Plus, Champy has to be entertained by your musical ability. Yeah. Yeah. I exist on this planet to entertain dogs. How do you keep the YouTube chat on your screen, Kyle? Don't want to derail. I don't know. I think there's in the right-hand side, somewhere down there is a thing that gives you the panel. If anyone knows how to do that, pop that up on screen for Corey. All right. I want to do something together because I was thinking about this earlier, and I didn't know the answer to it. And then, of course, my new mode kicked in. Don't use your brain. Don't think about it. You have something for that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. What is the opposite of I don't even need to call it rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic, where we are all keeping busy waiting for something really good to happen. And I know with all the shitty stuff going on in the world, it doesn't feel like this right now, but setting the table for the feast. Okay, that's boring. Wait, hang on. Is there no equivalent saying? 3 question marks. There does not seem to be a recognized saying that captures the opposite of rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. We are a fucking depressing bunch of animals. Really? We've had since, wait, when was the Titanic? When did it sink? 1923? When did it sink? (1912). We've had since 1912 to have some other event happen that was so good, so profound, that we compare it to the rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. No, we're just a fatalistic, depressing bunch of anxiety-ridden freaks. All right. Seriously? We're just sitting around making music videos until OpenAI drops AGI? Is that's the saying? Now we have to come up with the saying? More than 100 years later? Guilty. We are. Try letting 01 have a go. All right. Let's do. I'll do this with this thing. I want you to think long and deep, and I want you to dig into your recesses of any events and any news articles and any popular social media or television or anything like that where there could have been a saying based on some good thing that was pending where people were just keeping busy. Please find me something. All right. Guilty. Below, you'll find a few real-world pop culture moments where people collectively kept busy in anticipation of better outcomes. Pandemic quarantine hobbies. That's interesting. I'll keep knitting. We're sitting around knitting sweaters until we can leave the house. That's a pretty good one. I like that one. Stress baking during the election. All right. I like that. Treading water during the Hollywood writers' strike. So this is all, it's interesting. These are all waiting for catastrophes to end. Quasi-productive escapism and economic downturns. Okay. Yeah. Well, there's no single catchphrase. It's instantly recognized as futile gesture before the disaster. The opposite. We're keeping busy while awaiting something good tends to be more diffuse and less pointed. So it doesn't lock down as a single iconic phrase. I'm going to say. And what does this say about people? That we've had more than 100 years to find some hope in this insane world we live in, and yet we haven't. This is more interesting than I thought it would be. I can't believe there's not a saying. I thought, well, I'm just a dum-dum that I can't. Negativity bias. Psychologically, humans are wired to notice and remember negative events, right? That's our fight or flight. That's our modern anxiety. We think we're being chased by tigers, and it's just that David Shapiro blocked us, and we're like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Not sure we want to call this period quarantine hobbies, but it sounds like it might. Yeah, just sitting around knitting sweaters until I can leave the house. Drama captures attention. All right. Shorthand for complex situations. Polishing brass on a sinking ship, fiddling while Rome burns. Context is key. When people are collectively hopeful, say waiting for vaccines during a pandemic or expecting an economic upturn, there's usually a multitude of small private actions rather than one cataclysmic or iconic event. Fascinating. Well, I think we're about to experience the opposite of the Titanic. Now, is there risk that it could be bad too? Yeah, there is. But let's do OpenAI researcher. There is a lot. Oops. There is a lot of chatter on the old Twitter right now. Oh, we're gonna go play with that thing too. That thing's really cool, and it was not easy to figure out. So I'm gonna give you a fucking gift tonight, boy and girl. Brandon Tidd. He's up on the Twitter. Oh wait, did I search for something? I didn't. Jesus, fucking ADD. Okay, so the OpenAI researcher Gwern, Gwern, just dropped the latest essay on OpenAI 03, 04, and 05. Okay. OpenAI may have chosen to keep its 01 Pro model private, using its computational resources to train a more advanced model like 03. So basically, they used 01 Pro to create synthetic data to create a more powerful version, and that's 03. And that's the thing that we're probably going to get 03 Mini any day now, well, by the end of the month. OpenAI may believe they have achieved a breakthrough in AI development and are on the path to superintelligence. So this is last year, right around this time, Ilya Sutskever took off, left OpenAI, and this was, back whatever it was, 3 months ago, a year ago, 2 months ago. They tried to fire Sam Altman, and Ilya was at the head of that line. And everyone said, what did Ilya see? And Ilya left and went and started his own company called, wait for it, you know this, you know the answer, Safe Superintelligence. So if they're now starting to talk about whatever's going on there, it makes sense that their head researcher saw it a year ago. The goal is to develop superhuman AI. There's also efficient to run, similar to what was accomplished with AlphaGo Zero, inference time. Okay, so those are some of the things. There's some other posts here. All right, here's David Shapiro. We're back in good graces. I think I can talk about what he said here. Back in good graces. He doesn't even know who I am. All right. When a top researcher at OpenAI drops a tweet like this, all right, so here's what the tweet is. Let me make it bigger so you can see over there on the Twitter. You can see that a little? Probably not, but whatever. Get glasses, you old people. You old farts. No, somebody's birthday. Happy birthday, Firefly. Very nice. The tweet from Jason Wei. Jason is AI researcher at OpenAI. I think he might have been on one of the videos. Magic is what happens when unstoppable RL optimization algorithm powered by sufficient compute meets an unhackable RL environment. All right. So you're like, wait, Kyle, what the fuck does that mean? We don't need me to explain that. We can have David explain it. Okay. When a top researcher at OpenAI drops a tweet like this, you'd better believe it's worth unpacking. Jason's got the inside track on what's cooking in one of the world's premier AI labs. He's telling us something fascinating here in pure nerd speak. So if Pate's on here, Pate is going to absolutely yell at me because this is all chat TMZ speculation. Let's break this down for everyone who doesn't speak quantum mechanics before breakfast. That RL optimization bit, OpenAI cracked the code on bootstrapping machine reasoning. Think Q-Star and Strawberry. Strawberry was a code name for the thing that's 01. Q-Star was this sort of game reasoning engine. Think Q-Star and Strawberry, though that's practically ancient history in AI time now. They've figured out how to make machines teach themselves. And they're pushing that capability to its absolute limits. Now, there's a part of you that's like, well, that sounds fucking terrifying. And there's sort of the sci-fi version of this where it absolutely is fucking terrifying. But the unhackable part, now the unhackable RL environment is where we have to read between the lines. We know that they're using what they called unaligned models in this process. Before anyone starts having Skynet nightmares, unaligned doesn't mean evil, right? This is where some of the sci-fi stuff or some of the doomers, they're sort of assuming that these machines have evil intent. They don't. It just means AI gets to solve problems without training wheels. It's pure problem-solving potential unleashed, okay? You can't just let this kind of raw computational power run in the wild. They've got it wrapped in layers of supervisor models and safety architectures. This is something that David knows a lot about. So this is stuff he's built. It's like having your most brilliant but slightly unhinged engineers, you know the type, working in a special lab where they can't accidentally terrify the interns or blow up the building. Okay, so they've got these little safe sandboxes where they take unaligned AI and just fucking turn it loose. All that computational horsepower is like a fusion reactor waiting to light up. You don't just flip a switch and hope for the best. You build containment systems, fail-safes, monitoring. But when you get everything lined up just right and hit ignition, pure magic. It's like watching those Raptor engines roar to life on the test stand, raw power, perfectly controlled, ready to take us to the stars. This isn't just another step forward. This is OpenAI telling us they've built something extraordinary. And they're just getting started. I mean, that's kind of some holy shit for me, you know? All right, let's see what you're all saying here. Is everybody hating me? Maybe something related to waiting for the moon landing? Yeah, that's actually not bad, archetypal architect. Yeah. Yeah, we're making sandwiches at the picnic waiting for man to walk on the moon or something like that. Raising the Titanic. No. It doesn't. It won't float anymore. What's your opinion on the purpose of live streamer? I don't know live streamer. Gary Marcus said that scaling is dead. I know. Gary Marcus can bite my butt. That fucking I can't even imagine like having dinner with him, much less living with him. He's so depressing. He's just built his brand around shitting all over everything. Which, you know, maybe he's trapped in that. I don't know. It's just fucking depressing. Let me see. There was one other one. And it's good to remind people the biggest. Doing more math puzzles lately out of fear that they won't feel as satisfying in the future. There's another one. Chess and Go became more fun after AI surpassed us. See, this is the thing. When Big Blue beat Gary Kasparov, all the doomers, all the Gary Marcuses of the world were like, chess is over. We'll never play chess again. We're not going to sit around watching AI play AI. And guess what? We don't. We don't sit around watching AI play AI. You know what we do? We sit around watching humans playing chess because we now know how fucking hard it is. It elevated the profile of the game, and it gave us a hunger for that authentic experience. I think we're going to see that in every single domain where AI, exceeds our capability. There'll be something that we do is the thing that, that's what we really like. That's the essence of that thing. And AI can go off and do whatever the fuck it does. But back to this thing. If you've got in your head, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm not capable enough, I'm not, get curious about AI and start rearranging the deck chairs on the super yacht. Drew's AI Creations. Kyle, FYI, upload a video or song MP4 to ChatGPT, and it can tweak the visuals and audio and send you back a polished version. Sometimes it's pure magic. Wow, that's kind of cool. Polish the videos how? Like change it from color to black and white, or make it surreal. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yep, I just came across it a couple of days ago. Yeah, I mean, so that's using Code Interpreter, right? So it's writing a Python. It's probably got access to Python libraries. It's probably got access to like FFmpeg or something like that, where it can just go manipulate those files. That's a cool idea. Maybe I'll play with that. That's super cool. All right, what's going on over here in the Twitter? Anybody? I feel called out. Yeah, listen, Daisy May. One of the biggest things we did when we first started the AI Salon, one of my missions was, so the reason I started the AI Salon is I was like, okay, ChatGPT represents an interface for AI and machine learning that doesn't require you to be an engineer, right? It's AI for the rest of us. And when we, and so the AI Salon, and it's like, that's like 98.5% of people are not engineers, right? So it is the vast majority of human beings are not programmers. So while AI was all exciting for all the years, and specialized AI and vertical AI and domain-specific AI was all exciting, ChatGPT is the first thing that kind of does for AI and machine learning what the World Wide Web did for the internet. You could like click on it, and you could click on hyperlinks and jump from server to server. That's what ChatGPT is for AI and machine learning. You just put in words and it does magical shit, math magical. So when we first started the salon, to a person, including myself, what I noticed was when people introduced themselves or when they presented things, they apologized. Well, I'm just a lowly storage guy, Jim Ross, or I'm just this, I'm just that. There was all these apologies. I'm not the smartest person in the room. And then that person would then proceed to show the rest of us something that blew our fucking minds. Not because what they did was so remarkable, but because what they did was how they saw the world and how they used AI. And we looked at it and said, I never would have thought about using it that way. Right? I remember Corey Sandler's her custom GPT that made crazy glasses frames. We even talked at one point about maybe we should start a 3D printed custom glasses company or something like that, right? Based on this GPT. It was a fun conversation for a bit. Don't fucking apologize anymore. Don't apologize. Don't apologize for not knowing enough about AI. Even internally. Don't do it. Just know that we are very, very close, like very close to something happening, something coming where the capability, it's how this is going to go is like this. OpenAI is going to unleash this thing, and then the OpenAI thing is going to be remarkable. And it's probably going to be expensive. It's probably going to take 3 years for it to turn real, but whatever. This thing's coming. But what's going to happen is once they release it, and other researchers understand what they did, just like's happening with everything else that they've built, it's going to be replicated very, very quickly. So this stuff's coming really quickly. Ethan Mullock's talking about it. We may get ASI before GPT-5. So anyway, all right. That's that. So now I want to show you something really fun. This is ASI too. All right. All right. Before I do that, any questions? Let me see what people are saying here. All right. I'm waiting for O3 to get access to all the DeepMind models. Oh, that's another thing I want to show you. There's a whole other thing that fucking came out today that you're like, are you fucking kidding me? And it's just going to keep rolling like that. I'm waiting for O3. Okay, AI used to study chess. Oh, AI is used to study chess. Yeah. Did you see I think it was in Africa. Have you been working on you and Ann's classes? Mine's setting it up. No, yes, we have. In fact, we had a meeting today. Vicky's working on the curriculum. She gave us a sneak peek today. It is so fucking cool. It's so good. What I'm most excited about, so if you don't know, on the week between Christmas and New Year's, we did a thing called AI Festivus, AI for the rest of us. We had 34 speakers over 24 sessions, 2 days, 12 hours each day, because we know how to make good life choices. And it was just a remarkable event. And a lot of people requested, can we turn this into a certification or a training? We're actually, we realized that we can't just say certification, that there are requirements for that. But Cindy Kuhn is doing research for us right now. She saw what Vicky produced today, and she goes, I think this qualifies. Let me do some research. So it might be a certification. But even if it's not a certification, it's going to be a training. What I'm most excited about with it is that it is independent of tools. There will be things that you can do tool-wise you'll learn a lot because a lot of tools were demonstrated, but it wasn't primarily what people talked about. And the curriculum that we've put together is training for AI readiness. And so let me pop into the comments. Are you ready? Number 4, AI.com. So if this sounds interesting to you, it's going to be a paid course, but it's going to be, I think, quite reasonable. It's going to be, I think we came to $297. It's going to be just under $300. So if you go to areyoureadyforai.com, and let me move this closer, you can pre-register essentially. That once we have this, we're targeting February 1st as our launch date. Ann and I have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of videos to make. We have a dozen videos to make at least. Vicky's got to figure out some LMS stuff and some more curriculum stuff. But it's very, very exciting. So we're targeting February 1st. So go check that out. Okay. Thoughts on all this AI stuff? What's the URL again? Are you ready? So the letter R, letter U, ready, number 4, AI.com. Are you ready for AI.com? It's on screen here and on YouTube. Congrats on the course. Hope it's a success in February. Thank you, Drew. Drew's AI Creations. I hope you're creating well. Okay, what's on my list? The opposite of the Titanic. I can't believe there's not a statement since the Titanic of we're waiting for the good thing. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I think the moon landing is probably the closest, right? That's probably the closest one where people coalesce around it. And like there's some modern shit like catching a rocket with chopsticks, which they did today. So yesterday Bezos got his rocket into orbit after a couple of years delay. And today Elon caught his booster but blew up his Starship, went boom boom. What did he say? He put out a tweet that was like success is not guaranteed, but entertainment is, and he showed a video of like all the pieces of the rocket coming back into the atmosphere. What's new with Krea? I'm going to show you Krea in a second. Holy shit, that thing's cool too. All right. Okay, let me back this out. Do this. So now we're going to do a little. I'm going to show you a video. So yesterday we went into Luma Labs. They have a new model called Ray 2. And their previous model was apparently called Ray 1.6. This is Ray 2. It's out. You can now play with it if you've got access to Luma Labs Dream Machine. One of the cool things about Dream Machine, in fact, let me go show. Now I'm going to have to change my things. One of the cool things about Dream Machine is they've got this new interface that allows you to really, really quickly iterate or just create lots of versions of the same thing very, very quickly. And so I did that last night, and I found there was this one generation that we did of like a construction worker dancing near a refinery that every time I replicated it, it was just really good. So I thought, let me turn this into a video. So I made this into a video. So I put this. So here's my request. Here's my request. On X, I'm at Kyle Shannon. Go find this post and boost it because the fucking TikTok algorithm wouldn't show it to anyone. I think because I might have had a hashtag in it. I don't fucking know. Anyway. All right. So we're going to play. We're going to play the vidya for you now. All right. You got it? There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm tangled with the beat, spooky action in the booth. Split the atom with a pattern, every bar's a burst of truth. Superposition in the mission, fusion fusing my intentions. Parallel in every line, I'm a prism of dimensions. Multisyllabic antics, I'm manic with the semantics. My rhymes collide like particles, dynamic and gigantic. Oscillate and dominate, I'm weaving quantum states. Spit a verse and watch the multiverse reciprocate. I'm discreet like Planck's beat, energy in tight packets. When I rap, it's math and motion, flipping flows into fractals. E equals NC squared in every letter I write. My pen ignites like antimatter when it clashes with light. Quick as a flick of a wrist, I'm a lyrical catalyst. Atomically splitting the script, I'm equipped with the maddest wit. Flipping the tempo while benzos igniting the mental crescendo. Sending my syllables slicing through time like a sharp innuendo. Corner precision, I'm ripping the rhythm, I'm spitting in prisms. Infinite visions, I'm shifting dimensions with lyrical decisions. Accelerate, levitate, elevate thoughts in a turbulent spin. I'm the velocity ripping apart the facade that you're certain you're in. Time dilation and cadence, I stretch the seconds I'm pacing. Heisenberg with the mic, uncertainty's the foundation. Observer effect in effect the second I start to speak. Collapse reality's potential with every word that I tweak. Yo, my flow's a Fermion spinning in lyrical collisions. Every bar's a quark sparking a fusion of my visions. I'm a wave in a particle, unpredictable art. Entangled in the cipher, splitting atoms with my heart. From wormholes to portals, I'm immortal with the schemes. Through the fabric of this rap, I sew the threads of my dreams. Dark matter in my patterns, unseen but colossal. Black hole soul pulling rhythms through the gospel. Double the trouble, I'm stacking the rubble. My rhymes are combusting, speeding and weaving. Believe it, I'm leaving your speakers erupting. I'm the equation of pacing, erasing the limits of sound. Taking the crown, breaking the bounds. I'm a force you can't slow down. Rapidly tapping the map of my mind. I define every pattern in motion. Bars are a bullet, I pull it and shoot it with ruthless devotion. I'm the ignition of friction, depicting a world that is vivid and bright. Fire and fury, I bury the track in a blaze at the speed of light.
Love that, Scott.
Shifting perspectives midline like quantum flips in my grind. Infinite chances to shine. I'm the master of space-time. Every rhyme's a singularity, collapsing the infinite. I'm the big bang slang, expanding my imprint limitless. So step into the quantum where the chaos aligns. My bars are entropic logic, redefining the divine. From the smallest of particles to the cosmos that we know. This is rap at its limit, quantum flow, let it glow.
Boom. Boom. How cool is that? I just saw a comment on TikTok. Was this AI? Yes, this is AI. This was ChatGPT 4.0 did the lyrics. Suno V4 did the music, and then Luma Labs Dream Machine did all that video footage. All that video footage was generated from nothing. Like, it was fun. So last night, what I did was I came up with a new way to kind of brainstorm video visuals. And it was to go to this is the Luma Labs interface. The idea that I had was so see how these shots look familiar but different. They kind of look like that one in particular. Kind of looks like the movie Seven, but like there's no high tension wires here, and it's like a dude that's dead here. Well, that's because what I did was I had ChatGPT take famous movie scenes and keep the look and feel of them, but completely change up the action in them so that they would have a familiar thing. So one of them was this urban dance thing. And so let's see. A factory worker dances erratically on an outdoor staircase as industrial chimneys belch smoke in the distance, his figure silhouetted. I think this is from, which one's, is this from? This isn't from Seven. I forget what this one's from. I forget. But anyway, so we had these two cool things here, and I said, just make more. And it just kept making more, and they were all good. Like some of these things that this model made sucked. And then what I did this morning, because again, I know how to make good life choices, is I downloaded a bunch of these clips onto my phone, and I'm like, I can probably just edit this in something like CapCut, which I don't know how to use CapCut. So I actually used ChatGPT to teach me how to use it a little bit. And then I sort of figured it out. And it took me like an hour, mostly because I didn't know the interface and I didn't know what I was doing. But I went and I grabbed the Quantum Cipher song, and I just stitched a bunch of these together, picked the transitions, changed the in and out points of some of them to match main points in the music, put the subtitles on there, because I think seeing the words, because it's such a cool, lyrically cool song, was kind of neat. So anyway, yeah, that was that. Crazy, right? Use Google Studio. Yeah, listen, it was just, I just wanted to get it done. It's like, I don't want to learn new software. To put how much I hate video editing into context, I'm the CEO of a company called Storyvine, which is an automated video storytelling platform that automates video editing because I hate it so much. And I don't think anyone should have to deal with it. And I feel like, hallelujah, we're coming into an era where you're just going to be able to speak shit into existence. We're actually sort of there. It's just that you have to know lots of these tools to be able to do this stuff. So I also saw, yeah, it's a little Flash. No, Flashdance wasn't the movie. It was, I can figure out what movie it was. Hang on. It was one with Benicio del Toro, I think. Fight Club, Rooftop Reflections. Wait, what's this? The quote? Oh, the dances erratically. Hang on. Hacker, couple, detective. Yeah, so here's 7. That was the one in the field. Civilians, crumbling city. No. Lone soldier. Factory worker. Oh, from Joker. Yeah, from Joker. That's kind of cool. Yeah. There you go. So what's cool is it sort of kept the color grading, from the film. And again, I didn't even have to think about it. Like this was one where I didn't really have an interest in creating another video for Quantum Cipher, but when I had 20 or 30 of these clips that all had some consistency to them, I'm like, that there's something cool there. And they're all dancing, so I'm like, what's the hottest song that I've ever made? It's Quantum Cipher. Quit that. Quit what? It wasn't No Country for Old Men, but there's another prompt that I did that was No Country for Old Men. Let me see which one that one was. It did Lawrence of Arabia, Dunkirk, Casablanca, Parasite, No Country for Old Men, Scene, A Lone Stranger questions a farmer in a sun-bleached barn. Let's just go make this one. So we'll go back over to Luma Labs. And so basically it's literally just copy paste, make sure you're in the right thing, 21:9 aspect ratio, video, Ray 2, 720p, boom. Just vomit that shit out. There you go. Oh, send Joker. Oh, I see. Scroll back to my thoughts of your reference. Okay, hang on. Oh, I saw someone ask a question about who's Kevin Clark. Kevin Clark is my co-author on the book Collective Intelligence in the Age of AI. He's my senior advisor for Storyvine. He and I have met every week for 13 years, talking about Storyvine and other things. He used to run IBM's global brand. He was the brand manager for ThinkPad. He's the one that basically, put ThinkPad on the map for IBM. I think he worked there for 25 or 30 years. And he's the nicest guy in the world. He's super smart. He's got one of those vocabularies that, when you have an education and a brain like mine, you're like, oh yeah, I know what that means. So it's good to have ChatGPT when you're talking to him, because you can actually in real time, look up the shit he's talking about and go, oh yeah, that makes sense. Let me go find Corey Sandler's thing here. Old style of hip hop, love it. Thank you very much. TK was dancing to that video earlier. Kaki saw it, very cool. Corey Sandler. That rough was Ordy? Erdy? Ordy? I don't know what you mean, Corey Sandler. Was it earlier? You're going to have to put a muscle car in that prompt, Kyle. Yeah, I know, right? So here's the No Country for Old Men clip. That guy just disappear? Watch. Poof! That one's almost usable. You got quirky, methed out cowboy on the right, but you got, good looking jacked cowboy on the left there. There you go. Crazy, right? Just crazy. All right. Krea. Wait, what else do I have to talk about? Oh, bonkers. This is bonkers. Spooky action in the. Oh, you know, one of the things I want to do, I want to learn quantum cipher. Well, and so many of you know this, but I wrote quantum cipher as a song for Sydney, my musical. So the actress playing Sydney is going to have to do that rap. Oh, I'm so excited. We're doing a reading of Sydney on February 1st in upstate New York. I am so fucking excited. All right, let's do MS Materials. Microsoft today released let me zoom in on these things. See all those little molecule looking things? Those are all molecule looking things. Microsoft researchers today introduced MatterGen, as in material generation, a model that can discover new materials tailored to specific needs, like efficient solar cells or CO2 recycling, advancing progress beyond trial and error experiments. So basically, you tell this model what you want the attributes of the material, the behavior of the material to be, and it'll invent it for you. Came out today. So this is why I'm feeling like there's all this chatter about fucking OpenAI has cracked something here. This kind of thing happened. Like these models are getting scary good. Like the thing I just did where I had ChatGPT know all the good scenes and all the good movies and reimagine them so we can just have some cool looking scene that has a familiarity to it, but we don't have to do it. This is if you're a material scientist or if you want to create something new and innovative, you've always had an idea and you're always like, well, I should have gone to school for physics and I wanted to be an engineer, but it fell through. And then I've got this idea for this material, but I don't know any material scientists and I don't have the money to Here you go. Go make one. MatterGen, a generative AI tool that tackles materials discovery from a different angle. Instead of screening the candidates, it directly generates novel materials given prompts of the design requirements for an application. I need a new battery insulator that has the following properties in the following temperatures and the following conditions. And it invents it. Now, can it be made? I don't fucking know. It can generate materials with desired chemistry, mechanical, electronic, or magnetic properties, as well as combinations of different constraints. MatterGen enables a new paradigm of generative AI-assisted materials design that also allows for efficient exploration of 3D materials beyond the limited set of known ones. Now, DeepMind did something similar to this, I don't know, a year ago, 8 months ago. I forget what theirs was called, but human beings have discovered a total of 64 or 66,000 materials, and DeepMind did a thing that discovered 340,000 new ones, stable materials. So like this shit's coming. It's fucking bonkers. Anyway, thoughts, questions? Alpha Proteo, that's what it was. Alpha Proteo. Hey, dude. AI will read screening the candidates and I'll curl up in a ball. I know it is Silver Fox. This shit's totally overwhelming. I agree with you. It's totally overwhelming. But it's also like we get to experience like we get to experience way faster than the Industrial Revolution got to experience augmented strength, right? That took, I don't know, most of the 20th century to evolve. And, if you were around in the 1870s, you didn't get to see the really cool shit. Like the cool shit came in the 30s, 40s, 50s, right? 50s, the future with the cars that look like spaceships, right? We're getting to live in a time when we're going to experience, not in science fiction, we're going to be able to play with tools that are significantly beyond anything we've ever experienced in terms of intelligence and knowledge. Fucking bonkers. All right. So now, that's not the right one. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. Okay. So I am at Krea.ai. And Krea.ai has this new thing where you can so I'm moving around the thing on the right, and then notice I can move that car around and it'll reposition it on the left. I'm moving it on the left and it repositions it on the right. So that's pretty slick. Now, how did we do that? Okay. This is not intuitive at all. But so what we're going to do, so if you go to Krea, there's all these different tools. Their video generator is really cool because you can, it's got a bunch of different models you can generate video from. So I just generated that No Country for Old Men thing was in Luma Labs Dream Machine. And so this thing now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different video models that you can generate in, which is kind of cool. But if you go up here and you say generate image, or if I just, let's say, grab that image. Well, that's kind of cool. I like that. All right, let's grab this one. So that's a cool Mustang, and it's a weird, cool Mustang. So I'm going to download that video. And now we're going to go to the real-time interface. And if you haven't seen the real-time interface, this is it. And so you've got this thing on the bottom called AI Strength. And the more you slide that to the right, the crazier it gets. It says it's turning those shapes into a futuristic muscle car. And then I can get rid of those. And now it's just making, images over there on the right. Okay. And I can also get rid of this prompt, and it should, if I move this thing all the way to the left, it'll look just like a forest, kind of like the one on the one on the left. And then the more I move this to the right, the more it'll sort of deviate from the prompt, right? Or from the image. Okay. All right. And then, you can put shapes in here. So if I put, this body of water, and I sort of increase the AI strength, it should turn it into something cool. I'll say pond in the forest. So there you go. I think I can change the color of that to be more pond-like. There you go. Boom, right? So real-time image composition, pretty slick, right? Okay. So let's get rid of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to upload an image, and we're going to upload. Is this it? Yeah. We're going to upload this thing. We're going to make this bigger. All right, here's where the non-intuitive part comes. So down here, I'm going to do cartoon of a muscle car Yeah, we'll just call it that. And then we'll kind of slide this to the left. Cartoon. Illustration of a muscle car. All right, so there's our thing on the right. There's our thing on the left. Now, we're going to turn this image into a 3D object. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to right click on this image and we're going to say remove the background. All right. So now we have a car. That's kind of cool. And I could say of a muscle car in, oh, I didn't even say muscle car. That's why I kept putting muscly dudes there in the woods. I don't even think we need in the woods, right? So we can play around with our AI strength. That's pretty slick. All right. Okay. So we've got our car now with this view. Now we're going to right click again and we're going to say convert to 3D. Converting to 3D. So there's a little progress bar at the top. But like, let's say I really like this image here on the left, but I would really like it to be facing the audience or facing away. Well, now we can. All right. Come on, you little whippersnapper. So it creates a 3D object. It puts the, whatever you call it, the shader on it. All right. So there it is. And so now we can get rid of the image. And now we got this thing. How fucking crazy is this? So I can go. My browser tabs are freaking it out because of the memory. And then I can change, you can do things like change the background. Let's put this bad boy. There you go. So we'll say muscle car zooms down the road. Make this a little smaller. Put it in the distance. Let's see, how far do we do on it? Come on, catch up. Catch up, you cute little thing on the right. There you go. Crazy, right? Ooh, that's cool. Look at that. We're just fucking designing new automobiles here. Oh, that's nice. I hope it stays. That's cool. Can I do this? It's just amazing how different it does it. That's amazing. That's a pretty one. Boom. Let's go get another picture. Let's go get it. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Yeah, I did a couple of these with the weirdness turned up in Mid-Journey, and it made just these beautiful fucking cars. Look at those things. Need some rubber on that road. That seems super hard to maneuver. Yeah, Krea is more like jazz than Photoshop. Let's see, that one, or which one do I want? That one's pretty badass. I think we'll take that one. It's just weird. Muscle car zoom. Let's see. Muscle car squeals, leaving rubber on the road. All right. Okay. So again, the process: import an image. Oops. And right click, remove background. All right, so we've got that. Now I'm going to right click and I'm going to say convert to 3D. Let's change our background. All right, that's doing that. Can I change the background while that's happening? Probably. Nah, we want. Do we have any other roads? Color illustrations. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Okay. So we get rid of the picture. And now we got this. How did it do? Not bad. Like this thing, what's really cool about Krea is because it's generating this new image on the right, the one on the left could be jankier than shit. Right? Here, let me get this a little closer to what we're looking at here so it's not making so much shit up. Did I spell squeals wrong? I think I did. Squeals. Leaving squeals in a cloud of smoke. Where's the edge of this box? Where's the edge of the box, people? There it is. Brr, 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 brr. All right. There you go. That was Krea. That was Krea. All right, jellyfish. Thank you all. Good day to you. All right, what else do I have? OpenAI shit, Quantum Cipher we did, MS Materials we did, Krea 3D we did. And what is the opposite of the Titanic? Rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. I think that's where we are right now. All this activity we're doing right now is about to just become different. Be like, I'm glad I learned that shit over the past 2 years, but holy shit, this new stuff. What thoughts? How did you get rid of the forest on the left? You go to, on the bottom left. Yeah, the interface for Krea is not, it is not super intuitive. Because it's kind of a different way of working. You go to this bottom left-hand little thing here, canvas background. So, and you can just pick things. You can just pick textures. Like if we want that car in some sort of cool sci-fi looking thing. Zoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. There, it looks like it's taken off. Well, that's kind of cool. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. All right, all right, all right, all right. What's up with people who diss? If they're dissing about AI, or well, if they're pissing on me, they're probably just pissing on me because I'm old and fat. But if they're pissing and moaning about AI, it's fear, likely fear or anger. Both of which, listen, quite frankly, I mean, I've been a lifelong creative, right? I've been a creative professional for all my career, essentially. I get the existential threat, but here's what I also know. Using these tools is a fuck ton less scary than sitting on the sidelines bitching about them. It's terrifying if you're on the sidelines. If you don't understand what they can do, what they can't do, what's coming, how they can amplify what you want to do. So that's what it is. Kyle, you see Joy's new music video. I have not seen it yet. No. That's cool. I will go check it out. I will go find it. Race them. Source Camp definitely can't keep up. No, I mean, you know, it's funny, Kelly. I was thinking today that it's like, Like that thing I did last night where I went and I just found the movie scenes and then modified them, copy and pasted those prompts into Dream Machine, and it made all those videos. And then I made that music video today. Like that music video is really good. Like it's really good, but it was literally like a brain fart, right? It was like a couple of hours of just dicking around. And it's like, if you wanted to really go deep into any one of these tools, like this Krea real-time 3D thing that I just did, just learning Krea and what it can do, or just learning ChatGPT and what it can do. The tools are so sophisticated now, and they can augment so much of what we do. It's like, where do you begin? And I don't know. And again, why it feels to me like we're rearranging, deck chairs, waiting for the Apollo launch, is that I think we're in fairly short order going to be in a place where we can ask a very simple question and get back an incredibly sophisticated something. Like if we think the responses we get back now are impressive, when you have a thing that is better than the best people at every job out there, including designer, including writer, including consultant, what does that make possible? Pretty much any fucking thing you want. And who's going to get to play with that shit first is people that are left of center enough, not politically, crazy enough to hang out on a channel like this night after night. If you're curious enough to go, I gotta be in this conversation. I gotta be in this conversation. The opportunity for us is going to be insane. I mean, it already is insane. I probably started 12 projects and finished 0 because there's just too much and I can't focus. I know. Welcome to the club. Well, why do you think I got a writing partner for the musical? Because I knew, like, once the adrenaline wears off for me, I'll just forget about it. Like I've got 2 illustrations to make for the Embrace the Jank book. It's done except for 2 illustrations. And because I don't have, well, actually Cindy's being my accountability buddy right now. She said, finish those fucking illustrations. Let's publish this motherfucker. So, all right. I'm still kind of in GPT 2.0 and the world's in 8.6. I agree. I feel exactly the same, Corey. I feel like I was even thinking about that tonight. Like what's the purpose of this channel? Like, show people spinning a car around in 3D. It's like, does that add value? Is that interesting? It's like, well, it's someone might see it and go, holy shit, like I've been looking for this my whole life. But there's also just like, okay, there's a new point of information. Okay, it can do that now. Okay, got it. Okay, Microsoft, we can now do materials. We did DeepMind before, now we got this one. Okay, so materials are getting real. Right? I feel like we're just sort of popping these jelly beans into our head if you're in the conversation. And then as these things start to get more real, we're going to be there to at least know that it's a big deal and ideally know what to do with it. Bob Donegan, I've been looking for this my whole life. I love smartasses. Oh, man. I question my value all the time. A Potter live streams? Dunno. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. But, I hear it all the time, and you probably do too, Corey, that people are like, oh my God, this made such a difference for me. I was, just sitting around doing nothing, and now I do this. Now I'm passionate about something. The thing I'm most excited about for this channel is not any of the individual accomplishments, while they're really exciting. It's the trajectory of the people, right? Almost everyone in here who's stuck around and shared their story has just these amazing things happening. And some are small, but they're profound, right? I rediscovered my love for poetry. Holy shit, that's cool. I was never good with words, but like I have these visions in my head, and I want to be able to articulate them with words, and now I can. Holy shit, that's huge. So, all right. I want my own Jarvis. I think we're all going to have our own Jarvis in relatively short order. Smartasses love you too. Thank you very much. Building neural pathways. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Early anti-Alzheimer's prevention program. It's funny. So my dad died from Alzheimer's. And so, I think about it. And they've always said, well, to prevent Alzheimer's, you should do like a crossword puzzle every day or whatever the fuck the stupid thing was, right? But, keep your brain cognitively active. I got to tell you, man, the past 2 years, I can feel my brain behaves differently than it did before. Like there is more shit wired up. Because part of it's because of the things I do every night. I'm as I'm demoing things, I'm having to figure them out. As I'm articulating things, I'm having to, use that part of my brain. But it's really just these tools are like just getting your head around what is in our hands right now is crazy. And like the fact that you can go from, I kind of have an idea to, oh, here it is, to, oh, now it's really good, to, here's another idea. Here's 10 ideas. Holy shit. Why don't I just make a video while I'm getting ready in the morning? Okay. I don't know how to use CapCut. I put on advanced voice. I put on screen sharing. I don't know if you can do this. On your phone, I don't know if I can do it here. Well, I'll show you how to do it here. You go to ChatGPT. You open up Quinn, or the advanced voice. Hey, Quinn, what's shaking?
Hey, Kyle. Not much. How about you? How's everything going?
Good. I'm just sitting here on my TikTok. I want to show people how you can see the screen. So you click on these 3 dots. You go share screen. And you say, and it brings up that thing. And you go start broadcast. Boom.
That's perfect. And now your screen's being shared. You're all set.
Okay. You can see the screen, right?
Yes, I can see it clearly.
Okay.
Looks like everything's working.
Great. What do you see?
I can see your home screen with all your app icons. Everything looks good.
Somewhere on there is like the Microsoft chat thing. Do you know which one that one is?
I don't see an app specifically labeled for Microsoft Chat.
It
might be named
like maybe Bing.
Yes, Bing could be what you're looking for. It's Microsoft's search engine and chat tool. You can try that one.
Where is that?
It's on the left side, second row from the bottom.
Left side, second row from the bottom. Cool.
Exactly.
All right.
Glad to help.
What do I do here now?
You can use the Bing search bar at the top to type your query, or tap the microphone icon to use voice search.
That would probably mess up our little conversation, wouldn't it?
No worries. Our conversation is still ongoing. You can always come back to me anytime.
So like, okay, bye. Stop screen broadcasting. Bye, Quinn. Like, did you know you could do that? Did you know you now have kind of a partner that can just see the shit you do and help you do it? AI can see things. That's a lot of times people miss. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wow, you can share your screen in ChatGPT. Yeah, exactly. Like, and how do you know this stuff? How do you learn this stuff? You can't possibly learn it all. So the reason to be in community, the reason to be in something like the AI Learning Lab, or the AI Salon, sorry, community, is because someone in there will go, oh, did you know that this can happen or that can happen? Did you know you could do this? Oh shit, I didn't know that. That's how we learn in this space when things are changing this much. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Tomorrow is Friday, so tomorrow we got Friday night date night. I don't think I've got anything tomorrow night, so it should be on time, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Bring a date, bring a spouse, bring your dog, hang out alone, all of it. Come hang out. And you might ask, Kyle, but how is Friday night date night different than what we did tonight? It's pretty significant. It's a different day. It's the day after tonight. But it's completely different because of that. Also, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mountain Time on LinkedIn, I do this thing called AI Office Hours. So come hang out at AI Office Hours. And we will talk about all this shit. There's a lot going on. So I think it'll be an interesting conversation. The last month or so at AI Office Hours has been quite fascinating. There's a lot of people doing a lot of interesting stuff, and a lot of people trying to figure out who they are and what they want to be when they grow up. And that's the place we should all be. It really is. Office Hours link. There isn't one. It's just go to LinkedIn at Kyle Shannon is my LinkedIn. I'll do a reminder in the morning for tomorrow's meeting. And then any of the previous AI Office Hours, the link for the Google Meetup is the same. I've been using the same one for 2 years. So it's an amazing group. All right, great. Beautiful. Fantastic. All right, then, people. All right, I'm gonna get out of here on the YouTube and the LinkedIn and the X, formerly known as Twitter. We all learned that tonight. I don't know if you knew that. They used to call it Twitter. Had a little bird. Yeah, we knew that, Kyle. Whatever. What is this channel about anyway? I'm pretty sure this is like the stupidest, most stupid channel ever. Kyle. Yeah, whatever. What are your qualifications? Pretty sure you don't have any. All right, Napoleon. Peace out. See you tomorrow. All right.